Thinking over my life and recalling the happiest memories that I have, I realized that they all have one thing in common: my older brother Jack. I think that's the reason why it was so hard to say goodbye to him when he left for college, because it was only then that I realized how much I actually depended on him without even thinking about it. A lot of people are surprised at first when they find out that Jack is my brother, because in some aspects, we're complete opposites of each other. My brother is tall, outgoing, and pretty confident, and is definitely a people person, whereas I come off as more shy and would rather stay in and read a good book. But our different personalities never stopped us from becoming really close. I can remember the day that my brother left for college pretty clearly. It was just me and him in one car and my mom and dad in the other. Our family was making our way down to Newberry College, where Jack would be spending his freshman year playing on the soccer team. The entire goodbye passed by in one big blur. It felt more like he was going away for a summer camp and would be back in a month or two. After we dropped him off and started to make our way back home, I thought about all the times, both good and bad, that my brother and I have been through over the years. I thought about bonding over the endless amounts of peanut butter and banana sandwiches we ate, playing football in the backyard, and watching countless episodes of Pokemon. With no other kids in the neighborhood to play with, my brother and I became inseparable. Because I always had my brother, I'd never really thought about making any friends of my own. It worked out fine for a while, until my brother started middle school. Soon, he was at that age where it was really uncool to be friends with your little sister. So instead of going on adventures with me after school, he would go over to a friend's house instead. At first, it really sucked, because I felt like he was too old for me now, that he outgrew me. It may have seemed like the end of the world at the time, but I am thankful for it now. If my brother had not made new friends himself, then I would have never gotten the chance to move out of my comfort zone and make new friends of my own. But whenever I needed somebody to talk to, my brother was always there for me. He still remained the person that I confided in the most. Thinking back, I can still remember a particular tear-filled night of me bawling my eyes out while telling him about my middle school drama. He would always give the best advice and make me laugh until I forgot everything they said. He would give me guidance that I still think about and use to this day. When he finally got back, it felt so weird knowing that he wasn't coming home for a while. My brother and I still talked a lot after he left, but it didn't quite feel the same. But still, I was happy with the fact that we got to see each other and talk every once in a while. Eventually, 2 years later, I was in the same position that my brother was once in, leaving home to start college. I couldn't believe how stressed out I was getting about everything that I had to do. I had so many deadlines to meet and so many important papers to turn in, I thought I would go crazy. I didn't know what to expect, and that stressed me out so much more. So I thought back to what my brother would always tell me. He knew the simplest things would stress me out and would always remind me that I'm not going to know the answers to everything, and that's okay. Knowing that it's okay to just go with the flow sometimes really helped me relax and feel less scared about the entire situation. Watching my brother over the years, I feel like he set a great example for me. He taught me lessons that I might not have ever gotten a chance to learn if I would not have put myself out there. The most valuable lesson of all that I think my brother taught me was to take a step back, calm down, breathe, and try to look at the situation with a clear perspective. Don't let the things people say get to you. And don't turn yourself into someone you're not just to fit in with the crowd. He taught me it's going to be okay if you don't know all the answers at that precise moment. It will eventually work itself out. In the end, I have a lot to thank my brother for. I have no clue where I would be today without my brother. He has helped me so much with everything in my life. He has truly made it so much easier just by being there for me. I couldn't imagine a life without my best friend.